Okay, here we go with some Champions of Krynn, the Steam version. We're gonna do I'm gonna do a proper let's play playthrough of this. I did just actually stream all the way up to almost getting to the Gargath Citadel, but I'm gonna start over and I'm gonna do a proper let's play series on this game and see how it goes. It's gonna be my first let's play, so hopefully it'll go good. But I'm gonna do a proper let's play. We're gonna create new characters right from the beginning. I'm gonna remake 6 new characters. No, I'm not gonna use the ones I used from the ones I just played through. I'm gonna make 6 new ones, go over, you know, some of the benefits and drawbacks of each class as I create the character. So hopefully maybe it'll help somebody out there when they start a party, and go over some tips while I play and just do like a proper let's play episode. So that's the goal here. So let's just jump right into it. Let's create our party. Choose a function. Okay, so we're gonna create new character, and I'm gonna use the guide from GameFAQs, and I believe the guy's name is Amarandi. It's the highly rated game fact for Champions of Krynn. If you're looking for a fact, I would check out his guide on GameFAQs for Champions of Krynn. It's really good. It's in depth, amazing guide. It looks like he spent a lot of time on it. So he recommends kind of like a party to go with. So I'm gonna go with the one he kind of made at the end of his party list, and just go with that, because that's what I did with the last playthrough I did here when I started my game before, and the characters were strong. There's a lot of multi-class characters in his party, so that's kind of what I'm gonna go with. But again, Amarandi is his name. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. If not, I'm sorry, but check out his game fact for this. It's really good. But so let's just jump into it. I'm gonna go down where his party is here, and so creating your party. So in his current playthrough on his guide, he says he's using 1 human knight, 1 elven fighter, red mage thief, 3 elven cleric fighter, white robe mages, and a Kender cleric thief. So apparently in his guide, he says, you know, just having like straight thieves and straight mages, I guess, isn't really a good are good starting characters. There's just not a lot of benefit to just playing them solo. That you're much stronger, I guess, as a cleric thief, because you can turn undead. If you're just a thief, you can't use turn, you know, you can't heal, you can't. So I believe that's the reason why. But his guide is amazing. Like I said, it'll explain all that. Check it out. But that's what the party we're gonna go with is his kind of recommendation here. So we'll just start our first character, which is a 1 human knight. So we'll go with human, male, and I guess there is a little differences with the male and female. It's not that big a deal. I guess the male can have the highest strength, which is 1800, which is basically 18100, and females, I think the cap is 1860. It's not a huge difference. It is as far as like encumbrance, and there's a little bit of an encumbrance difference and thing. But I mean, if you're a female knight, it's you can still be a really good female knight and beat the game. It's not that big of a deal, but there is a little bit of a difference. So we're gonna go with male. We're gonna make this first character a knight. Lawful good, because that's all they can be. And so our knights basically want, you know, we're basically looking for like the highest strength possible, which is 1800, and also good constitution. So they start out with high hit points. That's what we're gonna go try to find here. So I could just keep hitting Y on my keyboard until I get somewhat of the stats. I'm not going with the modify thing. A lot of playthroughs I see, they just modify all the stats to the max, and I have no issue with that. That's probably the better way to do it, but I just want to do a legit like roll, just because it feels more like D&D. This is actually a pretty good roll because it's like 18 dex. The con's a little low though. A lot of 18s. That's probably the most 18s I've seen, but I don't know, like I almost kind of want to go with that, but see, there's 1898, so we're almost at that cap. So we'll just keep going till we can. We're looking for 1800. There's 01. And I got it pretty, I believe I got it pretty close on my first, when I started my game earlier, where I got almost got the Gargath. That's a pretty good. Con 18, strength 19, 1895. That's actually a pretty dang good roll. And Dex 18. I think I'm just gonna go with that. We'll just keep that. Really good con, really good dex, pretty good charisma, and really good strength. So that's like the ability scores you want to see on a knight. So we'll go with that. Reroll stats, no. Character name, let's name this Huma, after the hero from Dragonlance who destroyed Takahissus. I love that name. Okay, so I think for his colors we'll just go with the default one. A sword and a shield. Is this icon okay? Yes. Save him a yes. Okay. So we'll create our next character, which is going to be a Elven Fighter, Red Mage Thief. Okay. Elven Fighter, Red Mage Thief. And we're going to go with the Kolinski Elf because I guess the Kolinski Elf, I think there's, for the Sylvansi Elf, there's like level restrictions, whereas the Kolinski Elf has less level restrictions. I think that's why. I know it's better to go with the Kolinski Elves. I think there's just less restrictions. Again, Amarandy's guide goes over that a lot more in detail. So we'll go with our first one here will be a male. And we're looking at a Elven Fighter, Red Mage Thief. So a Fighter Mage Thief. Right? Yeah. We're looking at Red Mage, so I think we have to go neutral good. Okay, no. That gives us a Fighter White Mage, so I wonder if it's true neutral. We'll just go Joe, because we'll I think we'll delete this character. No. I shouldn't have saved them. I don't know how you delete a character, but no biggie. Let's just create a new one. So Kolinski Elf, male, Fighter Mage Thief. So let's go with true neutral. Okay, so you have to hit true neutral for the Red Mage. Noted. So, again, because he's a fighter and we also have a red mage, we do want, we're looking for high strength, high intelligence, and high dex. So we'll re-roll this. It's not super bad. But we are looking for 18 intelligence because we want him to have the highest to get the most spells. That's actually pretty good. He has low dex, but probably should have just went with that 18 strength and 18 intelligence, but let's see, what do we got here? Con 14. That's not bad. Let's go with that. Con is 16. Reroll stats, no. A male, and he's 350 years old already. Quinn's the elf. Reroll stats, no. Boom, boom, boom. Character name. So this is a red mage thief. So I guess since it's a red mage, just name him Wrestling like I did on the last one. Since he's red mage, and the other three are gonna be white mages, so be weird if I named a Wrestling a white mage. All right, so this guy we're gonna put like a wizard. Wizard hat. Give him a staff. First color, let's give him like some red robes. Shield. Arm. Leg, we'll just go with like black and red, I guess. Okay. Part 2. Make this red. Keep leg. Keep. Kind of weird with a purple helmet, but that's okay. Okay, there's our thief type character. All right, create new character. So now we're gonna make our clerics. Our elven cleric fighter white robes. One of Majir, one of Terry Jolith, and one of Mishackle. So we're gonna go with the elf. We'll make this one a female. Cleric fighter white robe. The first one we'll do Magier. Actually, let's do, yeah, we'll do Magier. Let's just do neutral good. And of course we want high strength and high intelligence. Also we want high wisdom because they're clerics. So we're going to try to get as high as those 3 stats as we can. Boom, 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 boom. That's pretty good, man. That's good con. Strength is low, but intelligence, wisdom. Intelligence and wisdom are good. Strength is low, though. Oh, that's nice. We'll think we'll go with that because that's charisma 18. No, we'll go with that one. No. We'll name her Rydia from Final Fantasy 2-4. Let's go with let's get that head weapon. Keep that. First color, let's make her greenish. Like a black outline. Keep body. Again, we'll use that black outline. Leg. I think that looks nice. Wait, can I do hair? There's a body weapon here. He has green hair. There we go. Okay. Oops. Is this icon okay? Yes. All right. Create new character. We're gonna go again. Quince the elf. We can do a male. We'll do a male this time. I can't remember if Kiri Jolith is the one that gives more one extra hit die to your two clerics. Let me look that up here just so I make the right change. So the cleric of Shackle gets the hit die. Okay. So we'll do this one as Carrie Jolith. Male. Cleric fighter white robe. Carrie Jolith. Lawful good, I guess. And again, same thing. We want to strength, intelligence, wisdom. The thing is, intelligence and wisdom, I guess, really are more important because you can get items that increase your strength to the max cap. Oh, that was an 18. I should have looked at that. So that's really what the most important role is when you're making a cleric and like a white or a mage. You want those intelligence and wisdom scores to be as high as possible. Boom, 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 doo. Sometimes it takes a while to get 2 stats that you really want. But we're doing it legitly, so that's what it takes. Okay, here we go. This is really good. So you have a 17 strength, 18 intelligence, 18 wisdom, really good fighter strength, really good cleric wisdom, and perfect mage intelligence. So that's what we want. Let's see, let's name this guy Sturm. Sturm from Dragonlance. Doesn't have a lot of HP, but we'll roll with this. So we'll go with weapon, head. Let's change him. Storm has long hair, doesn't he? I believe. Okay, weapon. I know he carries a sword. Let's just go with that. Exit, first color, body. Let's do him like kind of like a blackish type deal. Second color, body. Let's just go with that. It's kind of a strange thing, but I don't know. It looks good. Okay, so yeah, 4 guys. Because Joe is not actually a guy, so we're gonna do one more Elven Cleric Fighter white robe. Once the elf, go with female. Cleric Fighter white robe. This time we're gonna go with Miss Shackle. And again, we want the intelligence and wisdom. There we go. Not bad. We'll go with that. Okay, Melissa, we'll name that. Parts, head, weapon. I'll keep that weapon next. Let's see what else we got here. It's kind of like a cleric camera. Let's go with that. Weapon body next. Go with yellow. Yellow and blue. Baby blue. All right, let's go back. What was that first color? Let's put this to baby blue. Yep. Is this icon okay? Say Melissa, yes. Okay, so one more character we have to make here. So we're gonna go to create new character, and our last character is gonna be a cleric thief, a Kender cleric thief. And of course we're gonna make him his name Taz from Dragonlance. Boom, boom. A paladin cleric. Reload stats. So thieves, I guess we're looking at dexterity, and he's a cleric, so we're gonna want that high wisdom. So we'll try to get those 2 stats as high as possible. Whoa, 19. I didn't realize they could even get 19. Boom, 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 boom. 1914. Here's 1914 again. High con. It's just like the wisdom's so low though. I like to get something with a little more higher wisdom. I just had a 19, but I was going too fast. Every time we get 19, it's a 14 wisdom. And we want that high wisdom for the cleric part. That's not bad. 16 and 19. Pretty low strength, but it's not that bad, really. Let's go with that. It's kind of a weak character, but low con. Well, not really. Because con's not that bad, but his strength is. Character name Taz. So we'll make like a Kender with a hoop pack. He has like a ponytail, doesn't he? Okay, weapon next. Is there a hoop pack? A hoop pack. Yeah, there you go. Yep. I think his colors are good there. It kind of looks like Taz's colors. So we'll exit. Alright, so I think we have all our characters made. So we're going to add Huma. And then we're going to add Sturm next. Then we'll add Wrestling, Rydia, Melissa, and then Taz. Okay, so we have our 5 characters. And if you'll notice, like at the top with the little bar they give you now with the new helper from the Steam version, it tells you like their HP, gives you a little icon of each character. It tells you what they resist to. It also gives you it also has any buffs. So if you like cast Bless on your party, it'll tell you which characters have Bless, which ones are cursed, blah, blah, blah. So that's actually a pretty good quality of life thing they added. Also, obviously the map to the right, which you'll see once I enter a dungeon, you'll see the map. It's pretty cool. They added some really cool things to this. So we got our characters: Huma, Sturm, Wrestling, Rydia, Melissa, Taz. So now we'll just basically begin our adventure. I guess we could save it now. We'll save it as A. And then we'll begin adventuring. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, so at the end of the last home in Solus, a brave band gathers in preparation for a grim journey. The lands reconquered from the dragon armies are to be scoured of the last vestiges of the evil. Press enter. Joining you on the trip is an older knight of the Rose. He is introduced as Sir Carl Gardson. His mission is to evaluate the outpost for the Council of Knights. Okay. So once the company is organized, you begin the journey to the outpost. The party travels through Salamnia and arrives near Throttle. Throttle's like the first dungeon area we're going to be going to. So this game actually takes place after the War of the Lance. After like the books, the Dragonlance books, Dragons of Summer Flame, that whole series, where they basically stop Takahisa from re-entering a portal into the world and, you know, to trying to take over the world again. So this takes place after that, and there's like remnants of the dragon armies left, and the land's kind of like, I guess like magic has some, there's like magic has left the world, some magic, and there's just outposts, there's remnants. The knights have fallen into like despair. So that's where we're at right now as far as the setting. So once the company is organized, you begin the journey to the outpost. So we're just going to go in the outpost. You're escorted to see the commandant. Sir Carl greets you. At the office, the commandant and I are discussing some important issues. Your first mission is to patrol Throttle and report any suspicious activities immediately. Sir Carl continues, and you recorded and journal entry 51. So we'll look at journal entry 51. Journal entry 51. Which says the worst monsters our scouts have reported anywhere in the area are hobgoblins. Draconians and evil dragons have long since abandoned this area. Still be a little wary on your way to Throttle. All should be report back here immediately if anything unusual or dangerous occurs. This outpost depends on info brought back by patrols such as yours. Good luck, and may Paladine watch over you. All right, so our first mission is like patrol areas around Throttle and the outpost here. Also buy and ready equipment from the armory. Memorize spells before going out. So that's like our first order of business here. We're gonna just go in here and save it. Nope. And we'll go into the armory. So let's just see what he has now. So the knight already has plate mail, which is really good. So I don't even think he needs anything except maybe like a bow. But we can kind of like pool our money by let's buy him a short bow. It's always good to buy all your characters long range weapons in case they can't reach any of the enemies in battles. They can just, you can actually ready other weapons in battles and use them. So you could essentially just equip your short bow and start firing arrows if you can't reach the enemy because you're blocked off for some reason. So that's pretty cool actually. So we'll just go into his items here, and you can actually combine these arrows. And then they're combined. So Huma's good, I believe. So then we're gonna go to Sturm. Oops. Let's just see what he has first. I don't think he has anything actually. Oh. Okay, it's weird because they give you this game, that if you make a knight, you get like really good starting equipment, but I think it, like any other class, they don't give you anything, which is odd, but no biggie. So we'll just buy Sturm's like a cleric fighter white mage. So because he's a fighter, he can wear all types of armor. So we'll give him the ringmail. We'll give him a shield, a longsword. I like the longswords better than the maces, only because they have a lot better damage roll on large creatures like dragons and ogres and stuff than say the mace. The mace just gives you like one extra damage for it's minimal damage more than the longsword, but again, I think the trade-off with the longsword, having that more damage, is just better for like bigger creatures. Okay, so let's see, what do we get him here? We got the shield, so he still needs the longsword and a bow. Let's join these suckers. We'll ready this guy. Okay, and then if you notice, like our AC was 10 and now it's 6, so it's a lot better. Let's go to Rasslin. Again, no items they start with, so Rasslin's our fighter, red mage thief, so again he could wear any type of armor. And we'll get our short bows. We'll go into view. They do give you a decent amount of starting steel to buy your equipment, so that's actually a good thing. Let's ready this, ready that, ready that. We'll join this. So I can't ready my short bow yet because I have my longsword readied. But again, like I said, and if you're in battle, you can actually switch to that if for some reason you're blocked off from the enemy. So it's no biggie. Rydia is a cleric, fighter, cleric, mage, so same stuff. Shield, longsword, short bow. Items, we're gonna join this and ready the other stuff. Boom, doom, doom. All right, exit. Bring me a shield, longsword, short bow. Exit. Well, this again is our cleric, fighter, mage. So again, same stuff. View. Join these, exit. And then Taz is our cleric, thief. So we're gonna try to get him leather armor, so that way he can backstab and do thieving stuff. So we want a hoop pack for him. Leather armor. he can't use a shield when he's using a hoop hack. Let's actually get some. We'll use darts for him. Oh, not enough money. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Do we have I bought his trait. Oops. No, we don't want to do that. We want to ready that. Okay, so no biggie. So we don't have enough pool. So we don't have, unfortunately, enough gold to buy Taz armor, but when you do your first like battle and throttle, the characters drop so much stuff. You will get armor. It's no big deal. It's actually really easy to get equipment from battles. So yeah, if I just look at all my characters, I have no steel left. I used all my steel, which is good, which is okay. All right, so we're just gonna save it because we got all our equipment. Now the second thing we need to do is one of the most important things is for all your casters, you want to memorize all your magic before you go out to battle. So our knight doesn't have magic, but Sturm does. So we're going to go to memorize cleric spells 4. He has a special one, which is detect magic, which is actually a really good spell. It when enemies drop equipment, you can use that to see if it's magical equipment. So he has 4 clerical spells. Bless is a really good first level spell. We'll get 2 of those. We'll get protection from evil is also good. I believe it adds to your Thaco against evil creatures. We'll get 2 cure spells. So if you read Amarandi's guide or pretty much any guide on this game, it'll tell you sleep magic is really good in the beginning of the game, and it is. So we'll give him 2 of those. We get 2 bonus spells, so we'll do 2 magic missiles, and that'll take care of him. Okay, so Wrestling gets 2 magic user spells and 2 bonus spells. The reason why we get all these bonus spells is because the moons are full right now, and if you look at the top of the screen here, you can see the moons, and like I believe when this is a crescent shape, Kiri Jolith here, this is Kiri. Wait, no, this is Solarni, Lunatari, and Nunatari. Nunatari has no effect on our game. It's only because you can't create a black mage character in this game. So we're only really worried about these 2 moons. And when one is waxing and waning, you get basically bonus spells. So that's the thing to look out for as you're playing the game, because if you rest at the proper time, you can actually gain more spells. So that's always a good thing. So we're going to go with 2. So if Lunatari, this is our Wrestling's our red mage. If Lunatari wasn't waning or wasn't full right now, we would only have 2 spells he could use. So let's go with 3, and then we'll go with a magic missile. 3 sleeps and a magic missile. Memorize. We'll get our special silence of 15. And silence is good against spellcasters. Let's go with bless. 2 blesses. Cure light wounds. We'll go with 2 sleeps and 2 magic missiles. Okay, so our special. Well, she gets 3 special spells. So charm, bless, remove curse. All 3 of those are good spells. Bless, 2 cure light wounds. 2 sleeps, and 2 magic missiles. And because that seems like a lot of magic, and it is because our intelligence and our wisdom, we rolled really high. So that's why they're higher than, that's why we're able to memorize so many spells. And Taz is our cleric thief, so he also gets a spell. He gets protection from evil. We'll give him 2 blesses and a cure light wounds. So we'll actually, oh, we have to memorize first before I can cast bless. So we're gonna rest. And when we rest, this is how we rest and memorize our spells. We just rest. It'll give you a set amount of time you need to rest to memorize those spells. And that's what we're doing. Okay, awesome. So now we have our spells. Now we should be able to cast them. And we want to cast Bless. Bless is really good. It gives you, I believe, more AC and better Thaco. I did want to see, I never read the silence spell, so I'm just going to read that on the journal here. First level spells. Protection from evil improves the AC and saving throws of the target by 2. Okay, so protection from evil improves AC, not Thaco, and saving throws by 2. Okay. Silence with a 15-foot radius must be cast on a character or monster. That character or monster and all adjacent to him cannot cast spells for the duration of the spell. I didn't use that on my first little bit that I played, and I probably should have more, because if you use that on a bunch of casters, that's gonna help you a lot. Dispel magic, repercussion spell, and any party that has been held, slowed, or made nauseous. So I think I have a protection from evil 10-foot radius. So this is actually really good, because this improves not just the character you cast it on, but all adjacent characters, and gives you improved AC and saving throws by 2. Also a really good spell we have as a special. So we're gonna exit, we're gonna save it. You want to quit the DOS? No. Okay, so now we're gonna leave everything. You could also look in your view down here. If you see, you can see what you have equipped. So a lot of these enemies in this game, like especially Draconians, will unequip your weapons in battle, and it doesn't really tell you. So you have to keep an eye on that throughout the game. Like, you have to go in here and look and make sure your stuff's still equipped. It'll also tell you in battle, but it's just something you want to keep an eye on as well. All right, so we're going to exit. We're just going to go to the commander hall. I have no more specific information. I have every confidence in you. Remember to report back. So if you go to next, the vault, you can also you can put all your gold here, or steel. I don't have any steel right now, but you definitely be using this. The vault, you can store all your steel here, and eventually you get a ton of steel. So you want to put that in there in case you die. But yeah, whoops. Just remember there's a next part of this down here, and you have your temple, your bar. Your temple is where you can raise dead characters and stuff like that. Heal. And then you have a bar, which gives you you can have a drink. And then like it'll tell you you listen to Tavern Tale 40. Oops. So we'll go to Tavern Tale, and it's in your journal. If you have the Steam version, it gives you basically, it gives you all the books that came with the game originally. So you can go, and it's helpful, and you can go and read your journals. So we're looking at journal entry 40. The road back to Solus is filled with refugees of Krynn. Wretched individuals and families carry what possessions they can on their backs or on small push carts and wheelbarrows. They also scan the sky with fear, waiting for the horrific sight of dragons flying out of the sun to breathe death onto the miserable line of humanity. Oh, that sounds like fun. The second flight of the dragon has devastated Krynn. Sanction is a smoldering lake of lava. Gargath is a pile of melted stone, and Naraka has been blasted into oblivion. Only Jelek and Krynn survive in this part of the continent, and they have become enclaves of evil. Jelek has become Sir Loban's base of operations, where he continues his experiments with the undead. Krynn has been taken over by Murtani and his horde of newly created draconians. So that was pretty knowledgeable. I don't know if these are random tales, because I don't remember that in the last little bit I played. I don't remember that tale, so I think there might be random. Okay, so we're gonna leave. So we're gonna leave here. No, we don't want to enter, so we're just gonna move. Okay, so this is like a scripted battle. This is like your tutorial into combat here. As you top a rise, you spot a caravan under attack. Draconians have already massacred the men and are now slaughtering the women and children. They pause when they see you, then rush to attack. Fun times. Okay. Battle begins. So over here on this map, I don't know if you can see because of my my avatar there, but this is your enemies, these are where you are, and then you could see where you are on the helpful map that Steam gives you. The gold box thing added, so it's really helpful. AFK 1 second, I just have to relay some incense here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so we're gonna go through our first battle here. So we got Huma. We're gonna just move. He's our knight, so he can't cast any magic. So I guess you can't go through the top part of these trees, but you can go through the bottom parts. You kind of just have to get used to that. I guess like the stuff on the actual battleground is like random. So we're gonna move. And believe it or not, the cast, you kind of just have to get a feel for like cast ranges. I know magic missile and sleep have a really long range, so I could probably cast them and still hit them, but we'll see. I might be too far away, but so I got one of them. Yell is a really good Kender thing because it lowers AC for your enemies. That's what we'll do. It basically, it's like a it forces them to attack you, but it also lowers their AC. So Sturm, we're gonna move. We did hit him. And we'll cast, let's cast Magic Missile. And if I go to manual, I can just, I find it easy just to use the manual command. When you're casting spells, you can just easily go wherever you want to instead of hitting next and target and whatnot. So we'll target the Draconian. He's dead. This guy, Millis, is all the way over here. Cast, let's just cast a sleep spell on him. This is our knight. So again, I could actually like unready this. Whoops, ready. Unready this and then ready my short bow. Then aim and I should be able to hit him. There, see? So then I just have to remember to ready my sword again, but that's how you would go about changing your weapons in battle. Manual. Okay, so there's one guy left and it looks like he's all the way down here. So we'll see if we can just, I don't know if he's asleep. No, he's not. So we could try to, we'll just use cast magic missile. Oh, we got him. So continue battle. Nope. We got 108 experiences for that. So we're going to take, so we got 20 steel coins from that battle. Take that. One of the things too you have to watch is if you have a knight in your party, if you go back to an outpost, it'll automatically tithe. I believe like once you start ranking up in the Knights of the Crown, Knights of Sword, Knights of the Crown, I think it's like 20%, or it gives 20 steel or 20% of your steel. But once you hit like sword and rose, it'll tithe all your steel you have on that character. So you want to give your steel to like other characters because you don't want to start tithing all your steel to the knighthood. So I always put my steel on any other character. I don't give it to my knight. That's just one thing you want to watch. So we're going to exit. The caravan lies in waste. Before you, the air is filled with the sounds of wailing women and children. All of the Draconians are slain, save one who rips a book from a dead man's hand. He turns to you and merely laughs. Then he takes a step and disappears. One of the surviving women comes up. Brave warriors, will you help us reach the outpost? All our menfolk have died. Do you help? Yes, we do. So it basically wants us. So if you see human gives his tithe to the knighthood, that's the tithe I was talking about. So we're going to go to the commandment hall. You enter the office to the sounds of battle. Sir Carl drives a sword through the commandant, who collapses. The body then rises and becomes a civac. Sir Carl murmurs, I was afraid of this. As reported, his face grows gray. This is much worse than we feared. We have a patrol in Throttle. Caramon leads it. Find him, tell him he is desperately needed here. The imposter has emptied this outpost of troops. I know you're inexperienced, but I have no one else to send. So basically, if you read the journal, it gives you a little backstory on Sir Carl. Like he's getting reports that this outpost, the leader of the outpost, is kind of acting weird, and he's emptying the outpost nights and keeping it unguarded, and people believe he's like under a spell or something. So they send Carl to this outpost. The Knight Command sends Carl to the outpost with you and investigate. So Carl just found out that this guy was the leader was a Draconian in disguise, because they can shapeshift, and just killed him. So that's basically the little bit backstory of where you start here in the outpost. So as you can see, I have yellow HP, so that means I need to heal up, I have to rest my spells and rememorize, because I use them. So our next objective here now is to go to Throttle and try to find Caramon and his party that was dispatched there. But before we do that, we're going to actually go to the armory, and because now we should have some steel. We have the 20 steel. We can buy him some leather armor, and we'll buy him some darts. Okay, let's let's view items. Taz ready. We'll actually join these. Again, he can't use a shield because he's using a hoopak, which is two-handed. Also, when you pull your steel in any like armory or inn or anything else you're gonna buy stuff at, you want to make sure you take it before you leave. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your steel. All right, so we can just exit now. We can go to the inn, the peaceful inn, where we can rememorize our magic. So we'll go with sleep. We'll go with sleep and magic missile. And then we'll rest. Actually, I should have fixed myself first, but it's no biggie. Okay, and then we'll cast. If you go to magic, you can cast. We'll cast bless on ourselves. Exit. We'll give it a save. Okay. Where do you wish to go? So now we're gonna we basically did everything here. We got all our equipment bought. We rememorized our spells. We healed up. I just noticed, like, so that Taz gets that dexterity AC bonus because his dex is so high. That's pretty nice. So he's 4. Yeah, the other guys are 6 because they don't have that high dex. They're not getting that dex bonus, even though they have more armor on them. They're using like shields and whatnot. So I do have the short bow ready from the last battle, so I'm going to take that off and just put on my sword. Right, okay. And again, just take a look and view that none of the Draconians... See, right here is an instance that one of the Draconians unequipped my sword on Rydia, so we have to go back and ready that. So it's just one thing you got to look out for. It's kind of annoying, but you got to look out for that. Because you don't want to go into battle and not have your weapons ready. So like I said, our next objective is going to Throttle to find Caramon. And again, they give you this nice like map. On your dungeon map sheet, it tells you where all the you look over here, it tells you where all the it names all the places for you, so you're not confused on where to go. So that's like a nice little quality of life thing they give you. Exit, we're gonna move and we're gonna go to Throttle. You are near Throttle. Do you enter? Yes. Now, because of my first, again, like, and I don't have all these maps discovered because I only got to like the second dungeon, but the first map is completely seen on here because, again, I did a short playthrough before and I just got to like the second dungeon, so it's revealing all the places I went to, which I did go through the whole map. But so that's just again another quality of life feature. So Throttle's off limits. You leave and no one gets hurt. And when we want to attack, so and there may be a way to reset that map so you can go back to like having like a cloud so you can't see, or you can only, as you walk, it'll show you actually what you have discovered. So I'll see if I can reset that. You probably can somehow. So again, all right, so this is a pretty, actually this is the beginning battle of Throttle, the guards you basically have to fight, and it's not a really easy battle. You do have to make use of your spells here. So my Kender's first, so I'm gonna yell just to give them lower AC. Or Thaco, one of the two. Okay, so we're going to move. We're going to cast Sleep. We're gonna cast sleep again. So again, he has a hoop axe, so he can actually hit ranged. He can use this hoop axe as a melee weapon and also a range weapon, which is kind of nice. So we're just going to basically attack these dudes. The other thing too is you can move diagonally. So remember that on the, if you have a number pad on your keyboard, you want to make use of that, because that's a thing, something I didn't realize when I first played. I killed Rasslin. That's not good. And also, if you hover over, if you see the helpless thing, that's how you know who is sleeped and who isn't. Not what I wanted to do. So now we killed all the guys. We do want to bandage our guy. You always want to bandage if you have a guy down so you don't lose that guy, because if you lose him, he's pretty much dead permanently unless you have a raise spell. Or you could, I think, raise him at the other thing, but it costs, I don't think the elves, see, we have mostly elves. We only have one human and all elves, so my human I could raise, but your elves I don't believe you can raise at, so they're basically permanently dead. So you have to be very careful when using a, or if your elf dies. Continue battle, no. So we got 175 XP. Let's go to Sturm take. Okay, so we got ringmail, we got a broadsword. I don't believe the broadsword's better than the longsword. I think the scale mail is actually better. I have to look at that though, than the ring mail. let's see, armor list. So scale is a little better than ring, but the only problem with scale mail is you can only move 6. So to me, it's not really worth it because you can move a lot more and it only gives you 1. You're better off waiting for chainmail, in my opinion, because chainmail you can move 9 squares and it has better AC than both ring and scale. Also bandit is good too. Bandit and chain. So if I look, I don't see anyone. They all have scale mail. But we can take some just to sell. Get some gold. Okay, so, and if I do, I can also cast detect, and then it'll tell me if anything is magical, any equipment. But if you see nothing is magical, there'll be a little asterisk next to the word if it's magical, and there's nothing magical here, so I'm gonna bounce out of here. Do you want to go back and claim your treasure? No. So we're just going to go to in camp. We're going to fix our characters. Save it. And then we're going to go to magic, cast, and we'll catch bless. Okay, so that we're all blessed up. Save now. All right, we're good to go. I am going to see if I can reset the map here. Let's see, right click the left click HUD or map and press Control R to reset window settings. That might be what we have to do. Oh wait, left click HUD and press Control E to clear all explored maps. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so there we go. So now I reset my maps from my last playthrough there. So now I'll be able to see like what I didn't explore and what I did. So that's good. I thought there was probably a way you could do that. Save. Quit to DOS. No. Okay, so we're right in the beginning of Throttle, and we're just gonna again explore as much as we can of this dungeon, and we're also trying to find Caramon and his party that the commandant sent out here. So just go any which way. Monsters attack. Here's our knight. Looks like it's all hobgoblins. Just yell. Hobgoblins. Really have to watch Taz till he like gains a level, because he's so he only has like 7 HP. Also, if you inflict sleep or hold on enemies and they're in the helpless status, pretty much any attack, even if it's like 1 HP, automatically kills them, I believe. Like, you only need really like 1 damage point on them and they die. So that was a pretty easy battle. 31 XP. Scale mail, ring mail. Yep. Let's go to encamp fix. So we did use a lot of our magic spells, so it might be a good time we could try to rest. If you try to rest in a dungeon, there's a chance that you can get like a surprise attack. So it's kind of a little risky, but a lot of times it works, I noticed. So it's not that big of a deal. All right, so if you noticed, it looks like Lunatari is still phased in waxing, so I can get a bonus spell. Boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom, boom. All right, so we're gonna rest 4 hours. I need. We'll see if we get a random attack. Doesn't look like it. So that's good. We'll cast our bless. Then we go to exit, save. Okay, so here's a clue book thing that once in a while you have to enter. Again, the game gives you like a code thing for if you have the Steam version. It just gives you like a code book. You don't have to actually look it up. So I just go to page 4, word 7, and it's the password is screen. So we'll type that in. Then we'll save. Quit the DOS, no. Okay, so we should have all our magic. And if you go to magic display, it'll show you if you're blessed. Also, it'll say up here, if you have the Steam version, it'll tell you on the icons at the top that you're blessed and how many tiles you can walk before the bless runs off. So I can walk 6 tiles on like a dungeon map before I lose my bless. So that's how that works. All right, let's move. Keep going. Here is the furnace study. I just find dungeon crawling in these old retro games, they're so fun. You never know what you're gonna pop into. Zombies and rats pour into the corridor. What do? We're gonna attack them. So we're just gonna attack. If you see turn, that usually means you have undead, so always good to turn. That's like the first thing you want to do, because usually it works really well and you kill all the undead right off the bat. You definitely want to do that. So here's the case where I can switch my weapons, but this is such an easy battle that I'm not really worried about it. So we'll just go done queue. Because my other characters were blocking off his movement. So like, again, I could switch to my bow and attack range, but it's such an easy battle with the rat. The rats are like the easiest enemies in the game. You don't really need to do that. And then basically you just go done, quit to all your characters until it says continue battle. Then you hit no. So we didn't get any treasure from that. After every battle, I just save it just by habit. Don't need to fix anybody because it was an easy battle. I'll go in this door. So bashing, if you bash, there's a chance you could lose your weapon, I guess. So it's better to pick. So the pick didn't work, so I have to bash. And then you have to like basically check your... This room is filled with old coffins. Also the search command, it like if you use the search command, I think you can find stuff, but then you have more of a chance to get random battles. You'll notice if it says search up in your on your actually map here, you're in search mode, so you just hit it again and it takes it off. Look is just like a temporary one-time use on that tile to see if there's anything there. Let's see. So we're gonna leave here. Oh, I'm gonna view my characters just to make sure I have my items equipped. It's a good habit to do. Yep, all the armor and stuff's equipped, so we're gonna move. Go in this door. Cleric is opening a chest. His undead minions attack. Looks like an undead fight here. Looks like there's a cleric as well. But before we do anything, we're gonna turn. So I might sleep myself here. Let's cast sleep. So here's a good, we'll take our shield off and our longsword and we'll ready the bow and shoot him. That's a good use of changing your weapon out. And wow, that's a lot of experience. 491. So we'll go to take money, 200 steel, which is quite a lot. Take. So we'll detect. Take. So it looks like the shield is magical. And there's also a potion and 2 scrolls. Jedi Levi, welcome to the chat. Just curious, isn't the hoopak a ranged weapon? Yes, it is actually ranged. Yep, the hoopak is ranged and also melee. So you could hit a enemy either way with ranged and also melee. So we're gonna take all this stuff, and we got chainmail as well. which is better than what we have. I was wondering why you took that character immediately instead of lying another melee. Yeah, you can just hit him ranged. You can also swap your like melee weapon out and just change it into like a ranged weapon during battle too. So let's exit here. No, we got all the good treasure. So I'm just gonna look at the journal here quick and see what type of, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Journal or clue book. I'm sorry, the clue book. We'll see what the actually that shield is. Okay, it's a shield +1 and a potion of healing, 2 clerical scrolls and neutralized potion. So we definitely want to equip the shield. I played Death Knights of Krynn a long time ago. Pool of Radiance was my first entry into the AD&D games. Never played Champions though. It's on my list to pick up from GOG. Yeah, I heard that Pool of Radiance was really good. I actually heard it plays better than this even. I definitely want to play Pool of Radiance. I never played that one yet, but I hear it's really good. Hi Lapis, were there quality of life improvements between this and Pool of Radiance? Yeah, again, I just probably answered your question. I never played Pool of Radiance. Maybe Jed could answer you on that one. I never played Pool of Radiance, so. Right. Yeah, I never played that one, but I do intend to though, because I just love these old gold box games. I definitely want to play pools. This looks like a safe place to rest. So this, I guess, when you see that, you can rest here safely. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to encamp and fix all our stuff here. We're going to memorize our magic back. I can't answer that because I know with this game that needs to be improved. The only thing to say, like quality of life, like in the Steam version, I don't know about the GOG version. I would assume it does in the GOG version too, but like they give you, if you look up here, you can see they give you like little character portraits, and it tells you what buffs you currently have. So that's kind of nice. And then of course the map, but the actual game itself, I can't really comment on that. I don't know what this has compared to pools. Okay, so let's memorize with this dude. Special spells, detect magic. Always good to have at least one of those. Wrestling doesn't need to. Bonus spells, we'll go with sleep. All the moons are still waxing, so I get all these bonus spells. Okay, and then we'll just rest. I'll rest up, and then we'll cast Blessed. And then we'll save it. The original game had the DOSBox window, none of the external panels. I tried playing the original Pool of Radiance and it was just clunky, but I'm going to get the NES port just for ease of movement and menus. Yeah, I actually like the NES versions of the games too. I played Might and Magic on DOSBox, and I kind of wish I would have played it on NES because It wasn't bad. I did beat it on DOSBox, but it, you know, it's kind of a pain with the keyboard. And yeah, it actually looks better too. The graphics are better on the NES. So I kind of wish I would have played it on the NES. But yeah, some of these old school games, they play well on the consoles. I agree with you there. But so I'm gonna exit. I heard Ultima was good too. I never played any of the Ultima games, but I do want to play them. Definitely want to play them. So we're gonna exit. Now we're all fixed up. And we're gonna move. Monsters attack, press enter. Looks like rats. These are usually pretty easy battles. Oh, we got some like centipedes. I don't know if these poison. Let's yell with him. Cast, we'll cast sleep. Cast it on this one. If you like this type of game, Questron is also a great entry in the genre. I've actually heard of that as well, yeah. I'll have to check it out. Cast, sleep. These are probably all asleep anyway. I just slept by night. Let's see, sleep. Don't sleep, my wizard. I'm sleeping half my guys. Well, you should have most of these guys slept. Look at that centipede. That guy's going crazy. Like, I want in on the battle. It's weird. I guess I don't understand like why on harder guys they don't get double attacks, but on easier guys they do. I don't get that. Let's see. Okay, I still have my short bow ready. That's why I can't do melee. Ready. Let's ready my shield and longsword. And then we'll exit, and then we'll attack. Oh, he killed Sturm. I should have rolled a higher con on him. I think you can also target empty space with the sleep. So you could take out rods. I'll try it. I thought I tried that before and it didn't work, but I'll try it again, see if that actually does work. I may have just messed it up. Bandage. Let's bandage Taz. Continue battle. No. 38 XP. Yeah, he was asleep. You're right. Yep. Because he was sleeping. That's why he died. His HP is really low too. View pool. We don't really need anything there. Okay, exit. We're gonna go to encamp and then fix. We'll just save it. We don't really need the rest. I didn't use many spells. We're gonna go to move. Up. A man gibbering with fear stumbles into view. He cries out in anguish, Caramon, where are you? Look out above you, it's a trap. You record the rest of his speech as journal entry 38. Which is Journal entry 38. So they're back there. Who? Look out. No. I stabbed one, but it took my sword, but I couldn't get it out of its body. Caramon. His eyes clear for a moment and he becomes more lucid. Listen to me, he says. They've captured Caramon. Most of our party has been wiped out. He suddenly jerks about. What's that? Get them. They've got Caramon. Now this guy's nuts. Find him. I'll find him. North, and west and south. Trapped. Back up. Go back now. Quiet. Look out above you. Oh no. He gets a sly, slightly mad, conspiratorial look on his face. I saw a money chest in a room to the east. So I guess there's a treasure to the east. I'm gonna get it and I'm set. He looks around and leans towards you. You want to help? That the terrorized look comes back. He screams and gasps in terror. This guy's like, he needs some meds or something. He's crazy. That guy looked like a bald Fred. Yes, he did. He's nuts. He's a nut job. All right, let's continue on. So there's a treasure to the east. Broken swords and armor indicate the remains of a battle. You recognize the heraldic device of a Salamic knight. So I guess if I search, I don't really see anything. Let's go this way. Monsters attack. It looks like rats. Let's see. Let's attack. Let's turn the undead things. Let's cast sleep. All right, we'll try to do it on a tile. Oh, you're right. You were right, Jed. You can do that. I didn't really, I swear I tried to do that before and it didn't work, but yeah, thanks for telling me that. I'm glad I tried that again. Yeah, that's definitely helpful then. Makes it a lot easier not to target your own party members. Definitely good tip. Let's see. Let's attack the centipedes. And we'll aim with our hoop pack here. That was easy peasy. DQ, DQ, DQ. Continue battle now. 18 experience. We did get hit once, it looks like. We'll fix that up. Save it, exit, quit the DOS now. Didn't use too many spells there, so we'll keep going. Go south. Some clerics and hobgoblins attack. Others run through the wall in the southwest corner of the room. What do you do? Let's attack. Well, looks like we have what, 2 clerics? Let's yell. Let's cast magic missile. Did 5 points of damage. I got one cleric asleep. Let's see if we can. I don't know if I have any more sleep spells. Ah, I do. Okay, all the clerics are asleep, so that's going to be quite helpful. Let's try to kill these clerics with my hoopak. And we did. I know Rasslin has spells. I don't know why I can't cast them though. Maybe it's because I'm wearing armor or something. Let's check that out. Oops, no, I don't want to attack my ally. Using the 10 key to move, I actually use both. I'm using the regular arrow pad, and then when I have to use like corner movements, I use the 10 keypad. So DQ, continue battle now. Each character receives 81 XP. Yeah, diagonally. Yeah, I know. I actually didn't know that when I first started playing, and then I realized I think I accidentally pressed it, and I was like, oh, I can move diagonally. Which, if you don't know that, it sucks, because that's a big part of the strategy. So we got a bunch. We got some chainmail here. Chainmail is good. We're overloaded with Sturm. Let's take this chainmail. Okay. So chainmail is obviously better. Let's equip that. Let's unready this. Your ringmail will be gone forever, yes. And let's equip the chainmail. This was the special shield, so let's give that to him. Lots of money if you can find a shop, yeah. So my AC has just got a lot better there. Let's view Rasslin items. Ready, chainmail. Let's trade this to Rydia. View items. Take the Rin mail off. So it looks like I just need chainmail for Melissa. But why can't I, hold on. Why can't I use spells with Rasslin? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, he has no spells memorized. That's why. I must have used them all. Okay, well, that makes sense then. I guess we'll memorize. I think the white letters in the command list are hotkeys. Yes, they are. Yep. Do. Memorize wrestling. Memorize bonus spells. Really want sleep more than any spell because it's so good in the beginning. Bless. Let's see if we can rest without getting a random encounter. Nice. Cast Bless. We're all blessed up. We'll save it. And then exit. And we're all got all our magic back and we're rest up. And we'll adventure on. I'm like one of those dudes where I have to clear the whole map. So I kind of just like search the whole map until it's like discovered, basically. It looks like Draconians here. Ooh, this is a tougher battle here, so we're going to miss there. Protection from evil. That's actually really good. Should probably cast that. Shit. That I did not want to do. I forgot when I move diagonally, they can also hit me diagonally. All right, let's try a sleep here. Cast sleep manual. A warrior fell asleep. Okay, you can't do it on walls. You can't cast it on walls. That's the only, it looks like, drawback of it, limitation. But you can cast it on the tile next to it. Let's use a magic missile. Oh, I almost have that guy down. Oh, he one shot at my knight because he was asleep. Not good. Luckily we saved it though. Oh, we'll see if we could still turn this into a win. I'll still win, but hopefully I didn't die. Like perma die. Continue battle, no. 287 XP. Let's go to Ras, take money, 15 steel. Let's take, what do we got? Ring mail, doesn't look like anything would be magic. Exit, no. In camp, fix. Okay, we're good to go. Let's save it. This cat's a bless. Dodged a bullet there. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna look at my XP here. 44 for a level one. We're level 1. What's the Knights level table? Let's look at that. So Knights of the Crown. Okay, so you need to be 5,000 to hit the second level. We're pretty close for the knight. My cleric fighter white mage has 5,700. So he's already level 2. Looks like he can hit a level 3 fighter. I can upgrade him. Cleric wise, looks like he can. Okay, he already is a. Or no, he already is a level 3 fighter. I'm looking at that wrong. He's a level 2 cleric. So I would need 8,000 to get to level 4 fighter. Cleric, I need 7,500. And the white mage, I need 5,000. Or no, 10,000 to get to the next level. So we're a bit ways off from that yet. Items, looks like he took off my sword. Of course. Let's view tags. The thief. So the thief is second level, first level cleric. So he needs 4,000 for the second level cleric. So level 3 thief, he's going to need. I know the thief doesn't need a whole lot for XP. So yeah, he can already gain a third level thief. So I can gain a couple levels here when I go back. I do have bless on. Okay, we can exit. And we'll move. Boom, 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 boom. Monsters attack. What do we got? We got rats. Looks like turn some of these dudes. Looks like a safe spot there. So yeah, unfortunately you can't do it on the walls. That sucks. I wasn't sure, but I think the original Pools of Radiance used first edition. I'm not actually, you know, that's a good question. I'm not actually sure. Is this first edition or second edition rules? I'm not 100% sure on that. I should look it up. I thought it was second edition, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty familiar with second edition rules. I don't know why I did that, but I know first edition has a lot of similar rules, but I'm not an expert in it in first edition though. I know more about second edition. I know clerics and rangers are badass in second edition though. That I do know. Let's see. The AC3 longsword. Another ad break, huh? You know what? I didn't even look at my ad settings. I'll have to when my stream's over, I'll take a look at it. Maybe I have it set to too high or something. I don't know. I know now you can set it. Before you couldn't even set it. It's pretty much at the default, whatever it is. But I'll take a look at it when my stream's over. I don't want too many ads on my stream, but okay, let's see. Done. DQ. DQ. Continue battle, no. 57 XP. Let's see. Wrestle and take. So we're just looking for another chainmail, really. Let's fix up here. Save it. Exit. All right, we'll move. We'll continue on. Back. Welcome back, Lapis. Sorry for those ad breaks. Twitch and their ads. Voice. Murtani's plan is about to. What do you do? Let's eavesdrop. Eggs in the temple. Death Knight conversion ambush. What was a Death Knight have to do with the conversion? Let's yell. All right, we'll move down. Cast. Ah, I don't have a. I could charm though. Let's charm. I might not be able to reach him. Oh, I can. Nice. I got a warrior charmed. Cool. Oh, they're all hitting him. Done. Quits. Do we have a sleep? See if we can get these warriors asleep. Do 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 do. Oops. Use cursor keys. Must be too far, I guess. Yep. Port spell, yeah. Too bad. Okay. Okay, looks like they're all asleep at the bottom. I know that the Forgotten Realms started right around the time that second edition was coming out, and Pool is set in Forgotten Realms. But I think Pool came out before second edition, or was being developed before second edition came out. Yeah, that would make sense. After this battle, I'll look it up. We'll see if what edition it actually uses. Aim. Let's go with manual. Let's see, can I hit him all the way down here? Wait. Oh no, that's an ally of mine. Whoops. That's because I charmed him. Holy crap, look at the range on the Hoopak. The range is insane. Good. Whoops, attack ally now. That's magic missile. There's 3 guys left. Got them all. It's actually kind of a tough battle. DQ. Done. Q. Done. Quit. Done. Quit. Continue battle. No. 145 XP. Nice. I wonder when the Dragonlance came out. I read its novels, but never its campaign settings books. So it's like, I know it's kind of weird because like I have a couple Dragonlance modules. I actually never played through them, but that were, I think, first edition, and then I have some that were second edition. So I think, like, from what I understand, and I could be wrong, I think some of the campaign modules were set in 1E, and then later when 2E came out, they made a bunch for 2E. So I think there's like both, but I could be wrong on that. Because I swear I was looking at some of my modules and I thought some of it said, you know, just regular AD&D. There was no second edition label on it. Let's see. Rast, take money. Oh, there's money. 10 steel. Take pull. Shield. No chainmail poop. Let's see. Avenger cast view and camp. We're gonna fix ourselves up here. And I really think we should probably memorize our spells because I used a bunch of them. Quit the DOS, no. Let's go magic. Memorize. Bonus spells. Sleep. Memorize sleep. Magic missile. Sleep. Magic missile. Memorize special spells. Charm person, always a great spell. Let's go with bless and sleep. Taz, memorize, bless. Usually I use Taz to oh, we got a random battle poop. Hopefully it's not super hard. Oh, geez Louise. Okay. We got 4 warriors. So cast I should use that protect from evil 10-yard radius. Let's Yelda. I think these guys can cast charm. All right, magic missile. Points of damage. Yep, charmed. Damn it. All right, cast. Where's all my let's do silence, 15-yard radius. Oh, my sleep spells. Back over to silence. I'm pretty sure all the early realms, Dragonlance, Forgotten Realms, Greyhawk. Yeah, definitely. Cast. Why does it? I like feel like I don't have any sleep spells, but I should. It's actually going to be a hard battle here. Let's equip our bow. Sturm. Remove curse, bless. I don't understand. I thought, oh, you know why? I thought I had 2 more sleep spells, but I don't, because I never actually memorized them because I was interrupted in my trying to memorize them. That's why. So we'll try to take out the low HP ones, I guess. Aye. Well, he has 4 HP left. Hopefully this kills him. Nope. Aim. Manual. Oops. What am I doing here? Aim. Manual. What? Why can't I aim? Am I too close? Bandage. He's only at 2 HP left. Nice. Target myself. That guy's running away. They all running away. Do I have to actually, like, how do I have to actually kill that guy? Let me see. I'm gonna look that up. So Champions of Krynn. If a ally is charmed, you need to kill him to finish battle. No, you don't need to kill a charmed. It said you must defeat the enemies causing the... dispel the charm, except you can attack him with non-lethal force. I don't know. Looks like I have to take him down. You're going down, champ. Alright, DQ. Continue battle, no. That was actually a hard battle. Select 10 steals. Take... Oh, chainmail. I don't think anybody died, but I could be wrong. Let's look. Nope. Okay, that's good. Melee's, why is she so low? Oh, because took my shield off. Yeah, that's why. All right, let's look at everybody's weapons here. Make sure they are still on. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that, but journal codes. Page 1, word 1. Looks like all is the... let's look at view. His weapon got taken off. View Huma. View wrestling. Items, long sword, ready. Oh, my weapons got unequipped. Okay, we're good to go there. So we really have to try to memorize again here. Memorize, sleep. Memorize cleric spells. Let's go with bless, 15-yard radius, magic missile, and sleep. Hopefully we don't get hit by a guy here. Ah, yes, very good. Okay, awesome. It's my experience, 33,057. 5,000. Okay, so he can become a level 2 knight now. Nice. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break here, and I will be right back. right, I'm back. Take our little sign off. Okay. I'll move along here. So yeah, that's a good question. Is Champions of Krynn 2E or 1E? I'm gonna look that up. Is Champions of Krynn 1E or 2E rules? Champions of Krynn, released in 1990, uses a transitional rule set that is a blend of the first and second editions, though some sources describe it as second edition. It was created during the transition period, when the gold box was moving from first to second edition rules. So it's like a blend of the two, I guess, apparently. What are the major differences between 1E and 2E? Between AD&D, 1E and 2E rules. Second edition is more streamlined, more accessible. So non-weapon proficiencies were like optional add-ons. Non-weapon proficiencies were a core component in second edition. The second edition obviously had the THAC-O instead of attack tables. Interesting. So the earliest DOSBox games use just first edition. But later ones are modified to make them more like second edition. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what I read as well. So it looks like this one's more like second edition, I would say. I did cast plus. Okay. All right, we're gonna exit. And we'll move. Move. Nothing in there. Pick. Bash. Nothing in there as well. Guess I should look. Let's take search off. Move. So there, yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what I read. That's what it said on Google. So that's what it sounds like. Like the ones, I guess there were some before this era, and those were first edition, and These ones were like mixed with 1E and 2E rules, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it is a little confusing. I don't think it's like straightforward. It's just they use some rules from 1E and some from 2E. Creatures rise out of the remains. What do you do? Attack. What do we got here? We got some undead and some rats. I sleep by night. That figures. I killed 3 of them. And that rat's escaping. I missed like 3 attacks on him. Nah, I ain't hitting that guy. That guy's too far away. I guess that rat's like stuck over there. Have to go get him. Yeah, it does. If you look at the top, like up here, at the top of the border there, you'll see the icons for the characters, and it shows like they get their 90% resistance against sleep and charm. So all the elves do. That's why I have 4 elves because this game, a lot of the enemies cast charm and sleep, so that's why I picked a lot of elves. You basically almost have a complete resistance against them. This rat's making me chase him down. EQ. Oops. Encamp, fix, save. All right, we're back in business. Cast a bless for good measure. But yeah, I think that Elven racial is super strong in this game because you basically have a resistance to all charm and sleep spells. A hobgoblin growls. What more of them? I thought the plan was a secret. Let's attack. Looks like hobgoblins and I don't know what else. Mostly just hobgoblins. Level 1 and level 2 hobgoblins. Hobgobbies. Let's see. Aim, use. Cast, sleep. Now I think of it, Baldur's Gate started off with 2nd edition, but by the time I didn't know that. I know the original Baldur's Gate, which I did play, was based on 2nd edition, like pretty strongly. The first one. That's all. I never played any of the other ones. I only played the first one, that was an extremely good game. Very well made. Although I really enjoy this engine too. It's just really fun to play. Attacking the creatures and the battle grid and everything. That's it. DQ, continue battle. No. 56 XP. Dang, no, still no chainmail. That kind of sucks. Probably should rest, but let's go up here. Pick. I feel like I should save it. BG2 was even better for story and personality. I did hear BG2 was really good. I just never got a chance to play it. Let's throw, I don't have Bless on him for some reason. I feel like there's gonna be a you are attacked by a flight of arrows. Rassilon's hit for 3 points of damage. Hey, that's mean. move. BG2's expansion was sort of like a third game, just shorter. It wrapped up the story to a satisfying conclusion. Oh, that's cool. So it was like basically a whole nother game. There's so many of those because there's like you got the Icewind Dale series of games too in that engine. What? There's Baldur's Gates, Icewind Dale. Is there another one too? I think. A soldier approaches and wants to parley. He explains his presence here, and you record it as journal entry 35. I'm gonna get my journal entry. Journal entry 35. So I was with a party of knights and others under Caramon that came in here to explore. We haven't really found anything. Caramon's already left to report. I guess you must have missed him. Oh, so wait, did Caramon actually leave the dungeon? Oh, one thing we did find out was that there's a treasure left over from the previous occupants of Throttle. We got word of it from a hobgoblin who was sneaking in to claim it before he died. He told us that it was located in the south central of the city. Tell you what, if you help me find this treasure, I'll split it with you. Yes. So we have a soldier with us now. Holy crap, 42 HP. He has yeah, is that what it's called? The Infinity engine? Yeah, that was an awesome engine. Yeah, Plant State Torment. Yeah, okay, I knew there was another one. Yep. I want to view the soldier. Well, let me view. Level 7 soldier. A male, 25 years. Human male. Why does he have any weapons? Ah, okay. Let's see. View. Just making sure my weapons are equipped here. It's like they all are. Okay. A Kender gets up from setting a trap. He grins, and you record his remarks as journal entry 82. Journal entry 82. So at last you've come to rescue me. You know these things are quite clever, not clever enough for me, of course. I've just been improving them somewhat. Oh dear, I do hope you didn't come through the north. I suppose you'll be wanting to get me out of here now. Oh, there are more people back there. Strangborn is around here somewhere. He's looking for Caramon. Oh, you want to find him? Well, that's an interesting story. You see, when we first got together about 2 weeks ago, I can help you, you know. Caramon was taken somewhere south of here. I've been trying to reset traps in case more draconians and hobgoblins get here. Why don't we team up? Do you allow him to join your party? Yes. Looks like a female Kender, but I guess they all have ponytails. Kilderf. What is he? He's a 25-year-old male Kender, level 3. camp here. I'm gonna see if I can memorize my spells here, and I think I'm going to quit here for today. I may be streaming again later, but if not, I will be streaming this again tomorrow. I think this is a good place to stop. Let's see, memorize sleep. Let's go to detect magic. Oh. Wrestling, memorize. He doesn't need any. Rydia, sleep. Bliss. Special, we'll get a bless and we'll get a sleep. Taz, we'll get a bless. I don't think I could. They don't have any spells. Nice, no random battles. That's good. Okay, now we'll just cast bless. And we'll save it and we'll end it there for today. Quit the DOS now. So that's like basically my first let's play, part 1. Lapis, the others that were around, thank you for stopping by. Anyone else that's watching, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys later or tomorrow. Peace out.